Welcome back, Liberty Trollers. We are live. I'm heading over to the DeLand Police Department in DeLand, Florida, where they passed an ordinance some time ago where you cannot record inside the police department lobby. That's right, you heard that correctly, the lobby, which is the most public area in the police department. I mean, they've got the restricted areas closed off and labeled, for God's sake. What's going on, guys? So put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me just fine. I'm using my mic today with the wind block. We got Jonathan Reyes in the house. What's going on? I thought I saw Foshin with This Is a Public Service. All right, so we're approaching the DeLand Police Department, which, by the way, is This Is a Public Service's favorite police department ever. Believe me. Don't text me, Foshin, please, because I am live. I'm going to tell you guys why I'm here in just a second. So for those of you just coming in, basically, the police department here in DeLand, Florida, has put out an ordinance some time ago that says you cannot record, as in we the people, cannot record inside of our lobby, inside this police department that we own. And again, it's the most public place in a police department. They have everything marked off that's restricted, so you can't even go into a restricted area in there. So the same thing that you guys have seen in Longwood, Florida, which is a more recent occurrence with an ordinance going into effect, which actually I believe that just came out this year, back in, I want to say April of this year, 2025. This ordinance here in DeLand has been in effect for longer than that. I'd say a year, maybe a year and a half or so. I'm not sure. What's up, Foshin? So we are live. I'm actually live right now. I'm about to walk into the police department here in DeLand, Florida, where they have this unconstitutional ordinance, which, by the way, they have not been enforcing pretty much the entire time until recently. They just trespassed an auditor out of here. They're notorious for not doing a good job with getting back with the people on public records requests. So they've been in hot water for that. This is also the police department. I don't know if some of you or a lot of you maybe have seen the video with This Is a Public Service where he was pulled over for a freaking wellness check. Out of all people they could have pulled over, they pulled over This Is a Public Service, and they claimed they were doing a wellness check, which is completely unconstitutional. And if you haven't seen that video, I'm sure Foshin will link it in the chat for you guys to check out at a later time. But we are live right now. I would appreciate your all support. Thank you for being here. Everyone who's in the chat, just being here and watching supports the channel. I really appreciate it. I'm here to get a public records. Actually, I'm here to get an incident number or a CAD number for an incident that happened yesterday. That happened over on Edison and Industrial, at the intersection, of Edison and Industrial here in DeLand. So apparently 2 people were unalived. I hate using that word, but I have to for YouTube purposes. The people unalived, there were 2 people that were unalived, a man and a woman. And then what happened was, apparently, this is what I heard about. I don't really, this is alleged, so I'm not stating this as fact, but that's what I'm here to find out. Here to get the incident number for that so I can look into it myself. So sources have said that there was an accident yesterday, a car accident. It was a man and a woman, probably husband and wife, for all I know, I have no idea, but they were driving and hit a telephone pole. And the car caught fire. And it was either the DeLand Police Department or it was EMS. I don't know. I'm not going to assume it was one or the other or both. But there were people advised not to go in and save these people from burning. Yes, it was either EMS or the police department here in DeLand that had told people not to go in and save these people, so these 2 people ended up getting unalived in their car or in the accident somehow. So I want to get more details on this. And that's what we're going to do right now. So as I'm finishing up here, as I'm walking into the police department that you guys are about to witness, I'm here to get the incident or CAD number to that incident I just talked about. This is the police department that put out this unconstitutional ordinance, much like DeLand, Florida, or much like Longwood, Florida, Wrongwood, that you guys have seen a lot of action in lately on my channel, and this is a public services channel and other channels. There is an auditor who comes here all the time to this police department. Some of you probably know him as Twisted Luck Truth. He was actually trespassed out of here after coming here many, many times before. I've even been here multiple times, and I've challenged this ordinance, and I said, aren't you guys going to do anything? And they said, basically, no. They're not going to enforce this unconstitutional ordinance. But lately, apparently they have. They trespassed an auditor out of here, like I said, while he was live streaming. So I'm going in live streaming, and I'm going to get this incident number and see if they give it to me, because I think it might be damning for this police department, because if it was, in fact, law enforcement from this police department that was out there during this accident, preventing people from going in and saving this man and woman from being unalived in the car accident here in DeLand, Florida, that's not a good look at all for DeLand, Florida, DeLand Police Department. So again, I don't know if it's for sure if it's them or if it was EMS. I don't know. We're here to find out. Hopefully they're not going to safeguard these records or the incident number in today's case, because they're known for withholding public records requests. If any of you follow Foshin with This is Public Service, or what's his name, Twisted Luck Truth. Let me turn this around. So we're gonna walk on in, and hopefully they honor this flag. I highly doubt it. Let's see. So you can already see the unconstitutional decal on the doors. It says video and audio recording in the police department lobby is prohibited, except for the sovereign citizens here, law enforcement personnel in their law enforcement capacity. So apparently we can't observe our government in the course of their official duties, as Smith v. Cummings says out of the 11th Circuit, which covers Florida as one of the states. But apparently that's a problem here. How you doing? Thank you. It does smell good in here. This is the lobby here. So like I said, all your restricted area is already marked off, closed off. You can't get in there even if you tried. It's a pretty small lobby. All right, it's about an average size, I'd say. Let's do a quick little fluoride check. This is a conference room, or like a little private room they can take victims into so they can get them out of the public lobby if they needed to. No sense in having this unconstitutional ordinance that prohibits recording from the citizens who pay for this place and pay the salaries of those who work here. Good afternoon. I'm just here to get an incident number.
What is the case number?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking for. It's an incident number or CAD number. You probably know it as.
What is it?
It's for an incident that happened yesterday around 11. I think it was 11:07 a.m.
What's the address?
It was at the intersection of Edison and Industrial, and it was a car accident that had hit a telephone pole.
Can I see that paper?
No, I'll give it to you here in a second. So yeah, it was just a car accident that had caught fire yesterday around 11:07 a.m. And it's Edison and Industrial was the intersection. And it was a pickup truck.
All right, let me see what I can find. Who was involved in that accident?
I don't know the names. That's part of what I'm trying to find out through the incident number, so I can put a public records request at that point. So basically, you're making it easy for me to do a public records request later.
All right, hold on.
Okay, thank you. Just the incident number, CAD number is fine. She's got a little bit of an attitude. I don't like that shit. All right, so mission statement. It is the mission of the City of DeLand Police Department to safeguard the lives and property of the people we serve. Well, obviously they don't safeguard the lives of people if indeed it was them being the gatekeepers of having citizens go in there and help those people trapped in their wrecked vehicle that caught fire, right? Seems like a glaring contradiction. Type a 1 if the audio has been consistently good so far. Okay, thanks Foshin for that. This actually was on the 5th. I said yesterday, my bad. So I'm gonna have to, when she comes back, I'll tell her it was on the 5th. Gotta remember that. The 5th of this month. Thank you guys for letting me know how the sound quality is. Appreciate it. How y'all doing? Hey, Foshin, what was it again? It was 12:05 at what, around what time? 11:07? Okay, I got it, Foshin.
How about Pete? We're working on that report.
Oh, and last thing, it actually was on the 5th, not yesterday. Yeah, it was on the 5th of this month at 11:07.
Okay, how about Pete?
All right, thank you.
Hi, how are you?
All right, so this is the lobby. Yeah, some public information over here, or some literature for the public to come in and enjoy. Letters to Santa. They should have letters to the chief to submit complaints. Look at this, they have this decor, and this was not cheap. They have it on the doors when we walked in, both doors, and then they have it right here on the wall inside the lobby.
On the 14th, and the police report is reported incorrectly.
It's a nice Christmas tree.
Reaching out to the officer who's on the police
Gotta give credit where
report,
credit's
but
due, right?
He told me he would call me back and never did, and that was a week ago. So my insurance company is telling me to.
All right, who do we have in the house? Let me know who you are or where you're from in the chat while we're waiting.
Okay. Okay. A supervisor.
Yeah, who paid for this nice tree? It was definitely us. It was definitely we the people. That's the conference / training room back beyond those doors. This is a just a private room. It's kind of an empty room with a table. So if somebody needed privacy, they can go back in there if they really, really needed it, or step outside, one of the two.
I mean, like right now. Okay, I can wait, because this is something I want to get taken care of, because I'm being sued right now for something that was a mistake on the police report.
All right, and then this these are the law
Yeah,
enforcement
the thing
officers.
is
You got
that I
Rookie of the
work
Year,
throughout the week, so this is the only day off that I have this week.
Officer of the Quarter, Civilian of the Quarter.
I live in Daytona. I can't drive another 40 minutes
Reserve
to get
officer
here.
for the year, officer of the year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not from DeLand, so no, I'm from Daytona. I just drove 40 minutes to get here.
That's fine. It's time you have, I work at the police department, you know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
you don't have to-
when?
I can't give you an issue, it could be an hour, it could be 2 hours, just press the button.
Yeah, this decal right here was
Like
not
I said,
cheap.
I don't mind waiting if you could just
It's
let
on
them know
both
that I'm
doors here, and it's on both doors out here,
Okay, so I still
as
have to
well.
call this number?
and right over here. Very expensive. I believe another auditor did a public records request on the expenses related to that to see exactly how much that is. I think, wasn't it you, Foshin? This is a public service? If so, let us know how much all this decal was that we paid for that we didn't want here. You are entering a secured non-public area.
Okay, yeah, 'cause I was
Weapons
supposed to get a
and
call back and
video
never
audio
did.
recording of any type are prohibited. Okay, that's beyond this point. So
Okay.
you can't get in there. See, it's
Okay.
locked.
'Cause
So
I've been waiting on
couldn't get in there if
but
you
I'll
wanted
call
to.
this number again.
Authorized personnel only.
Ma'am?
All right, sorry about the dead air here, guys. I'm just waiting for the information that I asked for. Once I get that information, I can put a public records request. Put a public records request in for the body cam, because I'm almost positive from what I'm hearing is that it's damning for this police department, potentially, allegedly. Now, as unconstitutional as their policy is here for recording and so on inside this lobby, my experiences with law enforcement here have not been too bad, actually. They've never given me a hard time personally for recording, and I've been here multiple times. But they just recently trespassed another auditor out of here recently. How recent was that, Foshin? Let us know in the chat, because you're the one that told me about that.
All right, you can follow me.
Yeah, they're going into the private room, and that's what you do. All right, here we go. This is what I wanted to get earlier. Wow, thanks for the 5-7-fold. I really appreciate it. Sorry if I missed any other super chats. Up here, you got the Chief of Police, Chief Umberger. Deputy Chief is Kisshart, Adam. They're Captain Dice. I've heard that name before. Professional Standards, Millan. Sorry guys, it's a little lame right now because there's not much. Oh, I thought she was talking to me. Yeah, we're just waiting on the incident number or CAD number I asked for. I gave them some pretty specific information to make it easy for them to locate it in their database, so hopefully they don't create any undue delays. We don't want an undue delay. Should be readily available upon asking. I mean, as you can see, there's nobody else in this lobby right now. It's not like they're slammed. The kid's using it as a scribble book. All right, if this letters to Santa mailbox said letters to the chief, what kinds of questions would you be sliding in that box there? Let me know. We have over 230 people in this live stream. Hey, Jenny, good to see you here. Who's your daddy and what does he do? Imagine that in the Arnold Schwarzenegger accent. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's funny. Some of the best lines ever. DeLand, get to the chopper. Kindergarten Cop, love that movie.
Sir,
Yeah,
you want a copy of the cat call you said?
just the number, so I can reference it in a public records request later.
Okay, because we can go ahead and pull it now, so you don't have to put it online if you don't want to. It's up to you.
Yeah, that'd be great. Just so you have the number, you can just give me on a piece of paper or something. Okay, perfect.
Let me go ahead and get that.
All right, perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, cool. She had a good attitude. So I don't know if you all got the same sense as I did. Her attitude was better than the first lady that came out. Not saying the first lady was as bad as she could be, but she definitely wasn't as good or cheery as this one seemed to be. So just wanted to point that out. Oh, is that right, Susan? The school they used, Kindergarten Cop, was the one that you attended in elementary school? That's cool. That's cool. Let me know in the chat, those of you who have met a celebrity or celebrities, let me know who you've met. I'll tell you who I've met celebrity-wise. Warren Sapp. He's an activist for our community here. He's a pro-auditor, pro-activist. Met him a couple times. Or no, I met him once. And I met Carrot Top. Who else have I met? I know I've met other famous people. Can't think of it right now. Let me know in the chat who you guys have run into, who's famous. Oh, I did run into FAPA. This is the incident number?
That's a cat call number.
CAD call.
Yep.
Could I go ahead, based off this number here, would I be able to go ahead and put a request in for the body cam of the initial responding officer?
You can put whatever you want on the request. What is going to be able to be filled will be filled at that time.
Yeah,
Not
could I?
everything is releasable right now since it's open investigation.
Sure. Could I go ahead and submit the request then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to go online and do it, or?
I'm just gonna do it right here.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll take a pen and paper and I'll just, actually it's very short. I can just say it right here since I'm holding the camera here. Here, I'll press this against the window so you can
I
write.
already have the number.
Oh, you got it? Okay, perfect. I want to get the body cam of the initial responding officer to this incident, as well as like the CAD reports.
For that number.
Yep, and then
One.
yep for this CAD number, as well as the any statements that may or may not be related.
Statements won't be releasable right now.
Okay, so the
Because
body
it's an open PHI.
and would the body cam be releasable?
It depends. Like I said, I
Okay.
can put it on there, and then they're going to fill what they can.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
Give me 1 second. Is there anything else, Foshin? before I close up here. Anything else I'm missing? Sorry, I'm live streaming. Okay, well, I guess that's it. Could I just get a copy of that request there? And
It's just on a piece of paper.
yeah, just make a copy of that. I'm not picky. That's fine. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, so here's the CAD number. It's got pretty good handwriting. Pleased with that. Stop it, Charlie. Stop it. Oh yeah, thank you, Foshan. I need to leave my email. I did forget. Thank you. So I'll give her my email so they can send it, know where to send it. Why do I record medical marijuana dispensaries in churches? Well, I like to sprinkle those in because public sidewalks are public forums too, so why not? I'm trying to listen to what's going on back there. Thank you, Brandon Garcia, for the $4.99. Keep doing what you're doing. I will, brother. Thank you. It sounds like no, Foshan. I asked for statements. I guess that would be considered a police report as well. Or am I mistaken about that?
How's it going?
Good. How you
Any
doing?
police assistance?
Do I need? No. I think
No?
I think the lady back in the private room probably does.
Okay, do you need any help?
I'm getting help right now. Yes.
You're getting help?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is there something that I can help you with?
Why would you need? Why would I need your
I'm
help?
just asking you because you're recording. We have a city ordinance against it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just asking you if you need any assistance.
1 second. Sorry. Is this
That's what you asked me.
Do you need my email address too, right?
Huh?
Do you need my email address?
You didn't tell me how to do it.
Hey, Tammy,
Yeah.
hold on a minute. No recording in the lobby. Turn it off.
Well, I've been
Step
here
out.
many times before.
No
They said
recording in-
I'm fine.
Look, we're
No
not gonna go
recording
back
in
and
the
forth.
lobby.
But why is it?
We're asking you politely to stop recording.
No recording in the lobby.
If I don't stop, what's
Okay,
going to
if
happen?
you don't stop,
Trespass.
you're gonna be trespassed.
And if I
Simple as that.
if I stay after trespass, I'll be arrested.
If you stay after we tell you you're trespassed, yes.
Okay, am I
That's how a trespass works.
Am I trespass right now?
If you stop recording, you will not be trespassed. It's pretty simple.
Okay, so-
I'm not trying to banter back and forth. That's our city ordinance. You can sit here and complain.
Okay, am I?
villainize me
I'm
if
not
you
complaining.
want,
I want to
but
be
I'm telling
clear.
you to stop
I just want to be.
disturbing.
Sir,
Yes or
go ahead and
no?
leave.
Am I being
Go ahead
trespassed?
and
You're
leave.
being trespassed
Okay,
now.
Go
all
ahead
right.
and leave.
Okay? So don't come back here.
All right, you guys will hear from me again.
Go ahead
I
and
promise you
That's
that.
fine. You're being trespassed. Thank you.
You guys are a bunch of
We don't have
tyrants.
time to play those
You're a bunch
games.
of you bunch
Go
of
ahead and
clown
leave.
bunch of clown tyrants.
That's fine.
Leave.
I am leaving. I am leaving.
Out the door.
You got 2 seconds before you get in handcuffs right now. I'm not going to play this game with you.
We ain't
okay?
got time to play
See
those
ya.
games.
You're in the
Go.
parking lot. Go. Go.
I can't. I have to leave the
Dude,
whole
just go,
I have to
bro.
leave the whole
You
property.
don't need to make this an issue, bro. Just go.
I'm not making an issue. What?
You're
I'm just.
obviously up. You're
I'm
trespassing.
backing
Leave.
up.
Leave. Go.
Calm down.
Go.
Calm down, man. You got huge tyrant vibes.
You gotta get off the property.
Huge. You're a sergeant?
Get up. You can get off the property, please.
What does it look like I'm doing, asshole? I'm leaving.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for violating my rights, communist. Leave my country. Leave my country. You guys need to deport yourselves.
Go somewhere else with that.
Tyrants.
Yeah.
You guys are a bunch of tyrants. I'm not the last one who's going to be coming up here, I'm sure. Get a lot of attention because of your unconstitutional ordinance. Wow. That was crazy. That's why I went live, just in case. Didn't even give them my email address, so I'm going to have to call. This is, just so you guys know, they should take this flag down because they don't respect it. This is the DeLand Police Department here in DeLand, Florida. They just kicked me out of the public lobby when I was just about to conclude my business. Just about to conclude my business, and for no reason, no good gosh darn reason, they kicked me out because of an ordinance, just because they have an ordinance. Well, it's an unconstitutional ordinance. Do not call. This is the DeLand Police Department in DeLand, Florida. They just violated my rights. They escalated from it started out at about a 2 or a 3, and then escalated to about a 9, 8 or 9, I'd say. Guy was screaming he's about to put me in handcuffs as I'm backing out, as I'm leaving. But I wanted to keep the camera on them because I don't trust these guys. Yeah, I see why Foshin with This Is a Public Service cannot stand DeLand. These guys are a bunch of tyrants. This is the 3rd time that I've ever been to the DeLand Police Department. And the other 2 times I was here, this ordinance was in effect. And I challenged it and nobody did anything about it. They actually asked, Lieutenant Mathis? I know his last name was Mathis. I can't remember his rank. It was probably lieutenant. But he was a supervisor, Supervisor Mathis here. I said, hey, I'm recording. Are you guys not enforcing this unconstitutional ordinance? And he says, no, you're fine, man. So I'm getting mixed messages. The last 2 times I was here, they said, no, you're fine. And then at the end of the conclusion of my business here, they decide to switch it up and show their tyrant side, their true colors here, and kick me out. When I was just about to finish and leave on my own accord, they kicked me out. Somebody in the chat says you got owned. How did I get owned? What, should I just stood there and lose my freedom when I have it on camera that they've already given me a threat of arrest? They've already given me standing. I'm going to take that standing to court. Absolutely, 100%. Absolutely. Cute dog. What kind of dog is that?
A mix of everything.
Hey, buddy.
He's kind of like a hybrid of
Sweet.
all the top dogs and then a fox terrier guy.
Oh, nice. You too. All right, guys. So I guess I'll be making a phone call because I want to make sure they know where to send the records. I put in the request, but they don't have it. I can't come back here and get the records. They'll arrest me on the spot. You saw how they escalated things for no reason. Yeah, you're right, Jay. They probably won't answer the phone call. All right, well, I'm not going to stand out here all day. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. What did you guys think of that? I'm just reading the chat here. All right, Foshin, if you don't mind, I know you're watching, go ahead and give them a call for me and give them my email. You know my email address, and tell them that the guy who just walked in there, me, and asked for those records to send it to libertytroll.llc@gmail.com. This is what I got back as a printout to prove that I came in here and submitted my public records request. This is why you get a copy. The only thing I wish I would have done differently was given them my email during that first interaction with the second receptionist. Yeah, that lady was doing her job. The Three Musketeers came in and sabotaged my my business there, my lawful business. Yeah, somebody mentioned call DeSantis. DeSantis isn't going to do anything. For those of you who haven't figured it out already, DeSantis doesn't. Hey, can I get his name and badge number? This tyrant right here. Is it Santos? Yeah, Santos. Hey, Santos, what's your badge number?
You know my name.
No, somebody in chat knows your name. What's your badge number?
DL702.
DL702.
Yes, sir.
Why'd you kick me out of there? I was almost done with my business.
I asked you to stop recording, dude.
I was just trying to get some clarification as to where we were.
I get what you're doing. Trust me. I promise you, I am on your side. When I ask you to stop recording, I'm asking you politely.
You can come closer. Yeah. You can come closer so I can hear you a little better.
That's fine. But listen, man, I'm not trying to make it difficult for anybody. It's a city ordinance. We enacted it. You were recording in there. I asked you politely. You didn't. Okay?
Okay,
So
what
now
I'm
you're trespassing.
I hear you. What I'm saying is I came here 2 other times on 2 other occasions doing the same exact thing.
Okay.
And both of those times they never kicked me out or tried to trust. I even talked to Mathis as a lieutenant. I can't remember his lieutenant or sergeant, but he said, "No, you're fine, man." And so I had every reason to believe when I come back here, they're not, as long as I'm conducting legitimate business, which submitting a public records request and getting a CAD number, incident number, that it doesn't get any more legitimate than that, brother.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Do you feel the way that you backed up slowly and I tried to ask you to stop and you didn't stop?
Well,
do you feel that was appropriate? And then you started,
I wanted to hear, listen, I'm exercising my rights. You said you understood that.
I get it.
I'm standing up for my rights. I did leave when you told me to leave, but I wanted to find out if we were at that point that I was being
Oh,
trespassed.
we were at that point when I asked you to stop recording.
Well,
Okay.
I've done this many times. If I
Fine.
if I
Did
would
you
have
ever
left
deal with me?
earlier,
Did you ever
well,
deal with me?
I have not dealt with you, but I've dealt with many police
if
officers,
it's a
and I know how
Okay.
they play word games to say,
Here's the thing, bro. I'm very straightforward with people. It's a city ordinance, okay? I get the point that you're trying to make. Okay, I completely get it. But right now, it's a city ordinance. It's been enacted by the city. The city's attorneys approved it, so we're enforcing it. Okay, that's what I was.
but
doing.
why are you guys enforcing it now, and you guys weren't enforcing it for the
Excuse me,
last
I've been on night
year?
sh- I've been on night shift for the last 3 months, bro. I had to deal with this. I'm the only one that's in service right now to deal with it. So I had to come over here because you were videotaping, which is against our city ordinance. I came. I asked you to stop recording.
Did somebody complain?
Yes, somebody complained.
Was it a receptionist?
I don't know who it was. I got a phone call to come over here and take care of it, so I did. Okay. I came to the lobby. I was the only one in service. I had to deal with a lot of the other stuff. Promise you that I would rather be dealing with, but then I had to come over here. I had to ask you to stop. You didn't stop. You kept on doing that back up slowly while you're still recording. My captain asked you to stop. You still kept on recording, so you've been trespassed.
Right. It's
Okay.
my constitutional right, right? Despite
Like
what
I said, brother,
the ordinance isn't.
I am completely on your side.
I'm not trying to be combative with you.
Well,
Listen,
I
right
mean, it-
right now
it's what
I'm
it
trying
is.
to
Listen, bro, you
I'm
can
trying to find some
villainize me
common
all you
ground.
want. I'm sure your chat will villainize me all you want. I'm just trying to do my job out here, bro. I'm the only one that's in service right now. Do you understand that? I have 5 officers that are all doing something, and I had to deal with you. Okay?
You swore an
I would
oath?
rather not. Yeah, I swore an oath. Yes, I did.
To what? The
To
Constitution.
the city and the citizens. Okay? What do you want me to do, bro? What do you want me to do?
I want you to protect my rights.
I am protecting your rights.
I want you to take me back in
Did I
there.
ask you to leave? Yes, I did. Ask
I
you
want
to
you
leave.
to walk. I want you to walk back in with me, and I want
That's
you
not
to
gonna happen.
defend my rights
You've
so
been
I can
trespassed.
finish my
You've been
business.
trespassed.
Is
That's
that
what it
is that too much to ask?
You have.
I'm not
you've
in
been
there.
trespassed.
I'm not in there causing
I don't
problems.
even know who you are, dude. I don't even know.
My
who
name's
you are.
Zach.
Okay.
Okay, I'm in there. I'm in there, Josh. I'm in there to conduct business. I'm almost finished. If you can walk me back in there.
Dude, I asked you. I said, if you need any help, I can help you. That's what I was trying to get you out of there.
Okay,
fast.
before I leave,
You didn't answer my question.
let me give
okay?
you my email. And if you don't
Okay.
mind, can you give that to the receptionist so she has an email to send the records to? That was the last thing I was trying to do.
Okay, I can take care of that. Listen, man, I get what you're trying to do. I promise you, I get it, dude. And
Can you tell me what you think it is? I'm not trying to make you look
What-
bad. I can't make you look
listen,
bad.
man, I make myself.
I'm
look
just
bad
observing what's
sometimes.
going on, man. That's all I'm doing is I'm observing what's going on.
Yeah, I'm good. All right, what's a good email? You said Zach.
My first name's Zach. My email address is Liberty Troll, Liberty.
Liberty.
Gotta love that Liberty. And then Troll, TROLL,
All right.
.LLC as in limited liability company
.LLC
at Gmail.
at Gmail.
And they can just send the records directly to there. It was regarding, do you need to see this real quick?
Did you already give it to the lady up front?
I did, yeah. It's this here. You can take this with,
If she already has it, I don't need to see it.
Okay.
I'll just give her your email. Yeah, I'm good, man. You got a phone number?
just the email's fine.
Okay.
Can you just repeat back to me the email?
Yep, libertytroll.llc at Gmail. LIBERTY TROLL.LLC at gmail.com.
Yeah,
And your name is Zach.
that's correct. And listen, I'm doing a police training here in Florida on de-escalation pretty soon next year. What happened today was unnecessary, man. All you had to do was answer some of my questions.
I asked you to leave politely.
I was trying to have a
I asked you-
conversation.
I'm the
I
type
would
of
have
person,
left,
I ask you,
but I don't.
tell you, and then I make
But you're not letting me
okay?
finish even now. This is what happened in there. See,
I'm not-
you're a
look,
half
I know
decent
you
guy.
want content. I know you want content.
No,
I
I'm-
get it.
I'm
But
trying
I
to-
also got to do a job.
I'm trying to
okay?
bridge the gap.
Right now, you're taking away from the citizens that I have to protect and serve because I'm dealing with you over a public record.
Would you
request.
have gotten reprimanded for allowing me to stay and conduct my business?
Listen, at this point, you obviously don't know me or how I work here.
I'm asking questions,
but I'm
man.
telling you, I don't care about anything. I do my job. I do it right. I don't violate anybody's liberties or anything like that.
You
I
just-
asked you to leave because we have a city ordinance against it. Okay.
You just violated my rights, though.
How did I violate your rights?
Because I have a constitutional right to go in the lobby and observe my government in the course of their official duties and conduct lawful business.
100% you do, but you can't videotape it. In our lobby is a city ordinance against it.
That's protected under Smith v.
Okay,
Cumming.
again, you can villainize me all you want. You have your words. I'm sure you'll type up something about me. I'm just telling you, I would rather be out there doing stuff with the community, in the community, taking calls for service than dealing with you in our lobby.
Well, I would agree.
Okay?
I would agree with
But
that.
when I have to stop what I'm doing,
The ordinance doesn't do you any favors.
Had a radio and listen to all, like yesterday, we had zero time. We had a plane crash. We had other people with hammers, and now I'm dealing with you in the lobby, bro. It's just, that's where I'm at.
Do you know anything about that car accident that happened yesterday around, or not yesterday, on the 5th, around 11:07 a.m.? It was over on, hold on a second. It was over on the intersection of Edison and Industrial. 2 people were unalived in a car accident.
Yeah, it was. I think that was two deceased people.
Yeah.
I heard about it. I wasn't there.
Do you know, like, who arrived for it? Was it EMS or was it
Man, I
the
don't
department
have-
here?
I don't have any clue, my friend.
Okay, well, that's why I'm here to find out. That's why I came here. I mean, it doesn't get any more legitimate than that. I'm a nice guy, man. Listen,
like I'm telling you,
I
bro.
have good interactions all the time,
sure.
and I put those up on the internet.
I'm sure.
I just
I'm
had
sure.
one
Listen,
yesterday.
man, if you only knew me personally, you would know that this is.
I'm not
you
saying
would
you're a bad guy
understand.
personally.
But all I'm saying is when I have to come in, it's videotaping. They don't want anybody videotaping, okay?
It's
I get it.
I'm
I
just,
get
it's
the fight that you're
transparency,
fighting.
man. That's all it is.
I get the fight that you're trying to fight, but right now it's not the case, okay? I have to deal with it now. I would much rather be doing completely other things than having to go in there and talk to you about videotaping in our lobby. I promise you that, okay? But when I get a phone call, I have to do it, right, wrong, or indifferent, unless it's against the law, that I have to take care of it, okay? That's just it. I get it. I'm a do-boy. Whatever you guys want to call me, I get it. You can villainize me all you want. I'm sure people will poke fun of me. All I'm saying is I didn't send one of my guys to this. I came to this because I was the only one in service. And now I have to deal with you.
Would
I
it?
got other people with arrestees. I got Volusia County asking for emergency assistance on stuff. But now I have to deal with you in the lobby because you're videotaping. All I asked you was to stop. If you would have stopped videotaping, I would have left. You would have been able to finish whatever you were doing.
Would you be allowed to walk me back inside and be present so I can finish doing other stuff in there?
By now, that's besides the point, my friend. We can't do that.
Okay. Well, listen.
Once
I'm not. I don't
you
want to
start
be
insertion
disrespectful.
and stuff like that over there, I think it's beside the point. Those were both my captains, okay? That's beside the point now.
Well,
I
they
can't do
weren't. They
anything
were
for
not
you.
friendly towards me, man. Yeah,
Well,
I was friendly.
listen.
I was trying to ask questions of my government, figure out where we stood at the trespass dilemma. And once I figured out, like, okay, yes, I'm being trespassed. That's when I leave, because that gives me standing. You understand?
Well, you were slowly leaving, but I get what you're saying.
Right. It was reasonable pace. But what I'm trying to
I don't know
say,
about reasonable, I get you.
what I'm okay, we can agree to disagree on that. That's
Okay, I
fine.
get
The
you.
point I'm trying to make is I have to get something called standing. I can't get standing if I just leave the moment you guys say you can't record in here. You have to tell me you'll be under arrest in some capacity. You have to say that unless I leave right now. That's where I was trying to get to. You guys gave me that, so now I have standing. So now I have to take it to court, let a judge decide. And unfortunately, that's the only way to get any change in this country when we have oversteps like this this unconstitutional ordinance. I hate this ordinance. They're doing the same. They just did the same thing in Longwood back in April, and I challenged it there, and I've been going to court for that. So I'm trying to make some change, and it's nothing against you personally. And when I say this, what I'm about to say to you, don't take this the wrong way, but man, you got to honor your ooth. You didn't swear an oath to the state or to uphold ordinances, that especially if it violates the Constitution or our First Amendment rights.
Your rights? Did I violate your freedom of mobility?
Yes, man.
Freedom of speech?
You
No.
Yes, you kept me from continuing to record, which is my constitutional right.
Stop recording that.
Do you know the First
If
Amendment?
you would have stopped. Yes, I know what the first.
You know freedom of press, then, right?
Yes, I know freedom.
Okay,
of
so
press.
freedom of press says that as a journalist, for news purposes and for documenting my lawful business, which is why I told you what I was in there doing, it protects that. And it cannot be infringed upon, man. It cannot be infringed upon.
Okay.
I'm passionate about this stuff.
I get what you're saying, bro.
I'm just trying to-
bro.
I'm trying to educate.
I wish we can have a conversation without a camera.
Okay.
Like a heart to heart.
When do you get off work?
I promise. I get off at 18:30.
Okay.
I get off at 6:30.
If you want to have coffee off camera, I'll be happy to talk to you more about
But
what I do.
I promise you, if you knew me personally, you would understand where I stand. But at this moment, I'm working. This is my job. This is how I get it. I honor my oath. I promise you, dude. I am 100% for what you're doing. However, I have to do my job when it comes to the city, when city ordinances are violated and stuff like that. If that's the case, go to court with the city, get it overturned and changed it. But at the moment, it legally passed to have that in effect, okay? So that's what I'm enforcing. When I asked you to leave, all you had to do was turn off your camera. You would have been able to do whatever you needed to do. That's all I was asking you.
Well, legal can be different than constitutional or even lawful.
Okay, well, again, semantics, right? If it's legal or not. But all I'm saying is all you had to do is turn off your camera. You could have done whatever you wanted to do. That's it. That's all I asked. I mean,
Yeah, it may seem like a small thing to you, but it's a huge deal, because that's how the government takes our rights away little by little. And recording, that's a constitutional right, man. It's just a modern day of taking notes.
You understand why now they had that in there, right? Because everybody started recording and all this other stuff happened. So now it's just, instead of that, we have cameras in there already.
Exactly, man. So why do people make it different? Why did they say this is so much different?
I don't care if you record in there. My personal.
I know you're just following orders. You're just following orders.
I'm doing what I was told. What I swore to do is protect the Constitution, protect my city, protect the oath that I took for city ordinances, and they're down. All right.
How long is a trespass for before I forget? How long?
A year.
A whole year. So if I come back, say I'm not recording, would there be an exception for that? If I come back and not record?
No, that's why I asked you to stop. If you would have stopped, you would have been fine. But you kept on going.
All right. Well,
Again, it's that thing
I'm
that I
not.
asked you to stop.
Listen, I'm not trying to be combative, and I'm also
Dude,
I'm not ashamed of what I did at all. I mean, I'm glad I stand up for my rights, man. No matter what, this is what I do for a living right now. So I'm just, you seem like a decent person, but as a sergeant today, man, you failed today. You failed to uphold, to honor your oath, man, to protect my rights. The Supreme Court says you're not.
Did I take you to jail?
No, but you violated my rights.
No.
I didn't say you took me to jail.
When I asked you to leave, I could have put handcuffs on you and taken you, because you didn't.
Well,
you were going.
If I stayed after,
you were going so slow. Here's the thing.
After the trespass.
I'd rather be doing something else than taking you to jail for some stupid trespass.
But you didn't.
Okay?
Listen, you didn't trespass me until that point when I asked you, "Am I being?" We're at that point.
You kept on backing up. Look, semantics, okay? That's what I'm saying.
It's not, man. The point is, I was on my way out.
Okay, you were on your way out, but you weren't. All you had to do is stop recording, bro. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
It's my rights. You keep going.
Okay, all right, whatever you want.
We can talk about this off the clock if you want. My YouTube channel is Liberty Troll. Mm-hmm. Okay, you got that from my email. So you can email me on libertytroll.llc@gmail, and I can meet you. I won't record; it'll be off camera. But I would hope that those like people like you on the inside can give me pointers of things that are going on anonymously, And I'm trying to make some change, man. There's a lot of, and I'm sure you're not oblivious to this. There's a lot of stuff going on about DeLand. So I would like to have a conversation about that off camera. If you want to remain anonymous, we can, because I get anonymous tips.
I've been here almost 16 years, okay? 16 years. I'll let you think about that one. I'm still on patrol, okay? But I love my job. I got into this because of doing what police work is all about. That's taking bad guys to jail, stopping crime, protecting citizens. That's why I became a police
I'm not a
officer.
bad guy.
Yeah, I know you're not a bad guy. That's why I don't want to come over here and deal with it.
I'm a patriot, bro. I respect my flag. This is an American thing.
Trust me, brother. That ain't even. I get you 100% on that. Okay, trust me.
That's why I was saying to you guys need to deport yourselves and stuff, because my rights were just violated. That cuts me the wrong way, man. That puts me on edge.
You saw me leave, right? As soon as you got out, I took a 10-8. I went out. I went back in and left because I got other stuff that I got to deal with. Okay, I'd rather not be dealing with you, bro. I mean, I'm glad to meet you. Now you know me. We're back on days. This is my day 2 back on days from night shift.
We could have had a conversation like this on the inside, and I would have left calmly after a threat of arrest.
I had to deal with you with the city ordinance violation. It is what it is, dude.
Well, don't take it personally if you end up, like having to go to court and stuff over this.
Dude, if you sue me, it wouldn't be the first.
It's not about suing officers. It's about taking it in front of a judge and arguing the points and getting things reversed. That's what it's about.
Listen, man, if that's the case, then why did this city ordinance get passed? How did it get approved? Maybe
because
that's what you should
you
look
have
at.
tyrants in the commission in the city that want to push things on us and hope that it deters people from exercising their rights. Because people who don't like transparency usually have something to hide. I'm all about transparency and accountability. That's the whole purpose of my channel and what I do majority of my time when I don't have my kids. So I mean, this is.
Well, I'm sure your users and everybody say, they're just new boys doing whatever. Yeah, I'm sure, absolutely. So maybe you got to get to the root of the problem. If all that city ordinance and everything got passed, I didn't pass it. I can tell you that right now. I didn't pass it. Got passed with something else.
With all due respect, you could have not enforced it, like Mathis before you and other people who have said, no, I'm not going to enforce it. You have You have discretion.
It passed, like I said, it passed our city.
I know, but the last 2 times I was here, it was post ordinance. Is what I'm saying. All I'm saying is you have discretion. You could have been like, you know what business?
Did I not?
Zach, what business do you have here? Oh, I'm doing blah 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 blah. And I told you, and at that point you could say, okay, when you finish your business, you need to stop recording. Now I don't agree with that still, but I'm saying that could have. You didn't have to escalate it at that point. You could have said, well, finish your business.
That's why.
Yeah.
If I asked you to do something, right?
Right.
And you keep on doing it, am I to blame then?
Well, do I have to listen to unlawful orders?
Okay. Is it an unlawful order?
Yes.
I'm asking you, and
yes.
The city ordinance.
But you're not trespassing me at that point. You weren't trespassing me until I said, "Are we at that point yet?" When you said yes.
At that point when I asked you to stop, and you didn't.
And I left right when you said yes. You're being trespassed right now.
You didn't leave when I told you to. You did that whole slowly while you're videotaping.
Well, yeah, because I'm recording.
I get it, bro.
I have to catch
content.
I don't want to turn my back.
Than having you curse at cops and make it seem that we're villainized and all this other stuff.
I cursed.
I get it, dude.
I hardly ever cuss.
Cops. I get it.
I'm not known for that.
People hate me. Fine, whatever. I'm just trying to do my job. Okay? I'm trying to do my job. I'm trying to protect my guys and gals and trying to protect the city all at the same time. Okay? It just is what it is, man. I wasn't trying to do anything but just make you stop recording. I could care less if you did. I had to drive all the way over here to deal with it.
Well, I understand perfectly. I could repeat back to you everything you just said. I understand perfectly where you're coming from. I disagree that you were honoring your oath. My rights were just violated, so that's a problem, man. My rights were just violated. I have a freedom of press right as a journalist, citizen journalist, to go in.
I was supposed to know you were a journalist.
Well, you guys, it's not your first.
You have a press badge like we got badges?
Bro. If I'm praying in public, exercising freedom of religion.
A couple of the guys that do the taping around here for like all the emergency situations and stuff like that. Do you know any of them?
What does that have to do with? See,
because if you knew them, you would understand. They know me.
Right. I want to answer. I'm going to answer your question though. Before you get to that, my answer to your question is with the First Amendment, you don't just have freedom of press though, brother. You have freedom of speech.
To know your press, you have no credentials or nothing on you.
But that's what you keep cutting me off. What I'm trying. The point is that if I need credentials for freedom of press, and I also need credentials for freedom of speech, freedom of religion, do I need a pass to pray, bro? Like, the point of rights is no permission. If I need a permit or something, anywhere you include permission and rights is no longer a right. What's the point of having rights if you need
Say
permission?
you're doing your press thing. Again, normally I when I see press, they have some type of credentials. They'll have like a vest or something that says
Corporate press, maybe, yeah.
Yes.
Right.
You didn't have anything. So how am I supposed to know that
I'm
you're
a
press?
citizen journalist. If
Okay,
I
well,
didn't get to
know
that point. You guys,
Do I know that? I don't know you from Adam.
but
I've
you
never
guys
met you,
jumped.
bro.
What I'm saying is you jumped the gun and you went right to trying to get me out of there. I would have explained to you that I am a journalist, but I did have lawful business as well on top of that. And I wasn't finished with that at the time.
Okay.
Which I'm still not finished, but I appreciate you taking
So-
down my email, so we'll get finished, right?
So what's the difference of me having to, obviously I'm a cop, right? Why wouldn't you just say, hey, I'm Zach with such and such. I have press blah, 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 blah. Give me the whole spiel, then I know. Then I'll be like, okay, well, let's revisit this. If you're actual press and stuff like that, we'll get something going. But
Okay.
nothing.
Okay,
I asked
so-
you, say, hey, can I help you with anything? You said you're already being helped. The lady gave you whatever you needed. At that point, I thought you were done, okay? And then obviously they asked you to stop recording. You didn't. That's when I asked you to leave. You were slowly backing off. And then I trespassed.
If I would have told you that I was press and then explained to you that I'm just here for freedom of press and to do this, it would have been a different outcome.
I don't know if it would have been a different outcome, but I would have probably helped you out a little bit more. You know,
Okay.
we have these signs and everything like that. Again, like I said, it passed city ordinance. I didn't fucking pass it, okay? I get people are frustrated. I did not do it, okay? But I have to enforce it, okay?
Have you
Maybe
guys-
next time they should go to whoever passes it and talk to them, okay? I'm just enforcing the law that the
Well,
city put in.
there is a city council meeting this evening, I believe. Is that what, 6 o'clock, 6
I
p.m.?
have no idea.
I plan on, I intend to be there and bring it up. And there's some other people that I think are bringing that up as well. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of a different Orange City. That's tonight, not DeLand, I don't think. But yeah, but you have first step, second step, and so on. The first step is to have standing. So I have standing now, and the next step would be to, go from there, take it to court, whatever I need to do. So, but I do appreciate you speaking with me. Again, nothing personal against you, but I can't say that you're a good sergeant because my rights were just violated. Hopefully,
You can say whatever you want, bro. I don't care.
I think you're a nice, probably
I've
a
had
decent
people call me
person
worse,
though.
my friend. I've had people call me worse. I'm just doing my job, man. If people hate me for doing my job, then so be it. Okay?
So if you're down for it, I'd be willing to have a conversation off camera when you
listen,
get off
man,
when you get off work, because I don't want to keep you from
I'm the
doing other
easiest-
things. I know you have better
I'm
things
the
to do.
easiest going guy, bro. I promise you. If you knew me, then you would know that. All I'm saying is I'm doing work. I'm doing my job. That's it. I got 12 hours that I give 100% to my community.
Well, you have my email.
I got your email.
So email me if you want to meet somewhere in DeLand. I'm probably going to stick around for the rest of the day in the area. So just let me know.
All right, my friend. I'm Josh. Nice to meet you. Unfortunate circumstances, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll see me around. I'm back on days.
All right.
Just
Well.
remember, it's good for a year.
All right.
right.
Well. All right, man. Have a good
right.
one. All right, guys. That was interesting. So that was Sergeant Santos. I think he said his name was, what was it, Josh? I don't remember exactly, but I don't want to dismiss the fact that he just violated my rights in a very clear way. My rights were clearly violated. But at the same time, I don't want to be an a-hole because I can. So I'm glad he was having the conversation. He did admit, you all saw it, he admitted that he knows the First Amendment, he knows freedom of press. You saw him at the end there say that he thought my business was concluded. I never said that my business was concluded. I had communicated, that I was being helped. I didn't say that I was done. It was pretty clear from my conversation that got interrupted by that the black officer. I can't remember. I didn't get any of their names, but you saw that one officer get in front of me and block my view and cut off the conversation between me and the receptionist. That was very cordial and professional, and I was about to give her my email and confirm the information that put under the plexiglass. And it escalated from there. You all saw it. I was just trying to figure out where we stood so we could all go about our day. You know how law enforcement oftentimes tries to play loose with words and not just come out and say, yeah, you're being trespassed. We're at that point. If you don't leave, you're going to be under arrest. Why don't they just say that? Why don't they just answer those questions when I'm asking clear as day? Am I being trespassed? Am I being trespassed? Are we at that point? All they have to say is yes or no. But I'm not going to just tuck tail and leave when someone with a badge and a firearm say, you need to stop. You need to stop doing that. You need to turn off your camera. You need to turn around and walk out. If I were to do that, then I wouldn't have any standing, because there's nothing I could take to court to say if I would have stayed, they would have caused injury. But now I can say, yeah, it was clear as day. I captured on camera them saying, if you don't leave, this is going to happen. I'm going to put you in. He screamed at me, I'm going to put you in handcuffs if you don't leave quicker than you're leaving now, right? I was leaving, but I wasn't like running out of the police department. I was backing up so you guys can see what's going on. And I don't trust those guys, man. I don't trust anybody in law enforcement here in DeLand, especially from the police department, because they are known for doing sneaky, corrupt cop things. Just ask Foshin, but this is a public service. Yeah, they pulled him over for a wellness check. That was sneaky. Don't trust them. That's right, Adrian. That's right. We don't trust them. This is the city hall. I wonder if they'll trespass us from here as well for recording. I don't know. Let me know what you guys want me to do. Do you want me to cut this or walk in the city hall and walk around for a little bit? All right, we're gonna walk in the city hall. At least want to show you guys around a little bit. I usually don't have any issues. I've been in here before. City Hall, they usually don't give me any issues. City Hall is like right across the parking lot from tyrannical DeLand Police Department. Now we're at the DeLand City Hall. Foshin, if you could get the names of the other two officers, that would be great, because I can't go back in there. What's up, Georgia Transparency? We got Georgia Transparency in the house. I'm just now looking at the chat here again. Sorry guys, I haven't been really looking at the chat when I was having that somewhat decent conversation with the sergeant who violated my rights. Oh boy. So here's a Lego version of the building we're in right now, City Hall. Yeah, every time I come in here, they never give me any issues. Just a quick little, I'm good, man. Thank you. Cameras in here, see? I wonder if I can come in here. Yep.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Just getting some quick shots.
No worries. Take your time.
Like shots from a camera, not anything else. All right.
Have a good day.
Oh, you have a better one. How's it going? Doing good, man. Good. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to get on the elevator because then I'll probably lose you guys. Probably lose you guys anyway up the stairwell. Let's go for it. Try to make it quick. Get my young legs going here. All right, we're on the second floor. Paid for by yours truly, we the people. The finance department. Attention all visitors, please use telephone behind you to make contact with employee or department. I remember when this department was wide open, and then I saw a video with Foshin who came in here, and the man who worked back in there was being all salty. So I think because of that incident, they made it to where you have to use this phone. And I know they have that for the clerk's office on the 3rd floor. All right, let's do another fluoride check. Oh, excuse me. Isn't that pretty? Ain't that pretty? Yeah, there's not much for the people to do. I mean, at least we can come up here, but you can't get into any of the offices. They have reflective glass, so you can't even look in. God, it's pathetic. All right, let's go to the 3rd floor real quick. I think it's the same story as the 2nd. All right, here we go. Mayor, commission, city manager, city clerk. There's the telephone. Smells good. Smells like cookies. Well, kudos. Like physically come up to the different levels instead of forcing you to kind of wait out downstairs until someone comes down to you. But they got all the offices to where you have to call like we're being seen as a threat. That's ridiculous. Not a good look. Let's go. Okie dokie. We were already in those 2 offices there. City Commission chambers. Oh, it's unlocked. Mark Zimmerman conference room. Nothing restricting access. And this is where a lot of tyrannies pass back in here. Excuse me, I'm sorry, sir. I mean to bug you here. All right, just want to get a quick look around. So yeah, this is where they, I guess, passed the ordinance that myself and Sergeant Santos were just talking about after he violated my rights with the other 2 officers. I will find out who those other 2 officers are. I should have asked the sergeant. That's on me. Probably would have given me their names and badge numbers. Okay. Well, do you guys want a tour of the outside? Appreciate you guys sticking it out here in the live stream. That was an interesting live stream. That was, wow. You know, I wasn't expecting them to come in like that hot, but when I saw some officers from behind the frosted glass, from behind the restricted area, I knew they were coming out, but I didn't know like multiple, you know, like I didn't know 3 law enforcement officers were gonna come out and say, you know, what's your business, and start trying to intimidate me like that. That was not cool. yeah, it's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you think about this. When I post this video, make sure to go back, leave a comment. Go ahead and like this live stream if you haven't already. Please get the reach out there to as many people as possible. DeLand Police Department, bunch of tyrants, man. I'm not saying they're all bad people, but we've got way too many order followers. We need people who actually respect the Constitution and understand what that means too. When you swear an oath to the Constitution, you're swearing to protect the people's rights. And if I wasn't getting cut off so much by Santos, I would have been able to explain to him some other things, like the Supreme Court has passed already that law enforcement has no obligation to protect us physically from physical harm or anything, really. I mean, the only thing they're sworn to serve and protect is the people and to protect their rights. Serve the people, protect my rights. My rights were violated here today. So I'll leave the information for the DeLand Police Department. I'll pin it in the comments when I end the live. I'm sure others in the chat have probably posted the information. If you wanted to exercise your First Amendment right and redress your grievances, you certainly have a right to do that. I'm not telling you guys to do one way or the other, but just want to remind you that is your right. I know I'm going to be redressing my grievances, being the one who was violated. You can count on that. Now that I'm doing this full time right now. So that's why you see me asking for support more often. This is what I do right now. It's so time consuming. I mean, well, that's a nice building. It's time consuming. This is a full-time job. Gathering content, editing videos, thumbnails, publishing, public records requests, all the follow-ups. It's a full-time job. I've worked probably more doing this than like all my other sales jobs I've had or management jobs. If you think about it, when you work for a corporation, most of the time, you got all your breaks. You got your coffee breaks and your lunch break and your smoke break. And if you're doing like outside sales stuff, I mean, you're probably hitting the pavement hard for a good 3 hours or so. And then you got all those breaks. And I'd say most people work on average about really 4 hours a day. But when I'm doing this activism stuff, I mean, it's about 3 or 4 hours just in editing, or 2 hours in editing, and then the rest is, gathering content and everything. I probably start around 8 or 8:30 in the morning and end my day around 4:30 or so, depending. Sometimes I work, 6 or 7 days a week, not just Monday through Friday. So, yeah, I'm just trying to paint a picture here that it's not as easy as a lot of people think. But let me know what you think about this one, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end the live. So thank you all. Let me turn the camera this way. So thank you all so much for coming. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. And until next time, truth, trigger, troll.